Hello and welcome to Nioh. Now, why do I want to play Nioh? Well, basically because it's kinda like Bloodborne and or Dark Souls. That's why I want it. So I've been playing it for a bit now, and I feel like I'm going to stream the areas that I haven't played before. The first time playing the areas I'm streaming, so that I have a certain idea of what I'm doing for when I'm recording. I'm thinking this is the way to do it in this game. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, I suppose. Any hoosers, let's kick it off with a new game. I'll talk more about everything and anything as we go through the storyline. To the far east lies Zipangu, a land brimming with golden palaces and sparkling jewels. Kublai Khan, ruler of the Mongol Empire, sent a large army there, but the warriors of Zipangu used miraculous stones to put up a strong defense. The Travels of Marco Polo, Chapter 6, page 174-175.
Some call it a miraculous stone. The Philosopher's Stone. The Queen of England remains locked in combat. With Spain, the country where the sun never sets, for control of the entire world. Her forces weakening with every battle. The Queen and her inner circle turn to divination and alchemy, hiring pirates like us to find Amrita for them. With that power, they managed to defeat the invincible Spanish Armada. But now it seems they want to keep their methods a secret.
We'll learn more about Amrita at the end of this episode. The Tower of London is an imposing fortress built by King William I in order to keep London safe. It has since gone on to be used as a prison for traders and execution grounds for criminals. Londoners believe that if the many crows living within its walls were to abandon it, the tower would collapse and London itself would be destroyed.
It seems death won't stop chasing me.
Say hello to William. To me, he looks like a combination of Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series and Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Anywho, so the movement system here is pretty much like Bloodborne. You have your dashing to avoid people's attacks and missiles or whatever. And the way to get out of here is just punch this wall. Ooh, let's see, where's the guard? There's the guard.
What are you doing?
Ah, damn it. So we can't fight the guard right now. But I'm not going to. There you go. The first sword weapon of the game. So it is perfectly possible to defeat this dude with just your fists. Getting the sword will make it a little bit easier. And he also drops a sword and a dungeon key. So you might think that... yeah, I'm not gonna say that you might think. The combat system in the beginning of this area is kind of crude. I mean, he's just a pirate. So all he does is slash his weapon violently without much control. He will learn how to properly wield weapons as you go through the game. Especially, yeah. So throughout this first mission, he'll just be your regular pirate, slashing wildly around him, trying to survive. Let's see, let's do this. Now, looting this items in this beginning area has nothing for it, actually. Since you won't be keeping any of it as once you're done with the area. Let's go over this. So you can have 2 melee weapons. You can have 2 ranged weapons. We won't be getting those here. You can also see weapons have different special effects. And you have accessories. Won't be getting them until next round. And you have shortcuts. You have 8 shortcuts. You can add to them whatever item you want, I believe. And the way to change between shortcuts is simply by pressing triangle. You switch shortcuts. Switching weapons, you hold down L1 and you press up to do the ranged weapons. That's basically what you need to know for now. Shit. Whoopsie, I did not pay attention. So, come on, is he gonna shoot at me? He's not shooting, okay. It is important that you do not deplete your stamina bar, also known as key power, completely. If you do that, you will be exhausted and you will not be able to move for a certain amount of time, and that will leave you open for enemy attacks. So if you hold down square, in my case it is square because I'm using a different control scheme that the game wants you to, you block, as you can see. But that also drains stamina, but you do not lose any health. Okay. So let's just go through this area. See, let's try and surprise him. Oh, no, you don't. Swinging loosely, like I just did, is a good way for you to get yourself killed. You leave yourself open for attacks. And once they start attacking you, there's not much room to get away from the onslaught that's coming your way. The only way to actually reduce the amount of damage incoming is to try and block the attacks. But blocking attacks, once you missed a couple of hits yourself, that'll leave you open. Well, you don't have much stamina left to block the attack, so you can't just go in hack and slash style like can some degrees in the Soulsborne series. Well, why am I continuing doing that? I don't know, sorry about that. This is the this game's equivalent of Dark Souls bonfires. You replenish your healing items and health, and all enemies will respawn. Let's see, I have a rock. I have 3 rocks actually. Let's see, I think there's a spear in here. A runeka. Throw a rock at his face. So, currently, with every single weapon we have available to us, William here is using the middle stance pose thingy majigger when he's attacking. And once you're done with the tutorial area, you get access to a wider variety of attacks. You get a high stance, the middle stance, which we are currently using, and the low stance. Each one has its own playstyle and uses. Let's see. Now we need to go back here. And I also got the axe. Let's see. Switch this out for the battle axe. I'm gonna be using battle axes and spears throughout this gameplay, because that's my favorite weapon so far. It fits my playstyle. Shouldn't be anyone here. Let's loot this. I think we have a helmet now. Head armor? No, no head armor.
There's only a limited amount of amrita we can extract from this country, Kelly.
Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war, and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that amrita.
With enough amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme is near.
But our beloved queen thinks of amrita as nothing more than gold or gemstones.
We must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan. It seems it would be to our advantage to keep the wars alive. We cannot gain amrita if blood does not flow.
We are detected.
Who are you?
Thankfully, he doesn't damage us. And he closed the hatch on us. We can't spy on him anymore. Well, no matter. Let's keep going. Let's get what's in here. Like I said, it's not really necessary to go around looting boxes, but I'm gonna do it just to show you where they are. And hopefully, I find all of them. On this level, we'll be opening a shortcut. There you go. I really love this weapon. And out here we'll see the shrine to the right. Yeah, there it is. Right there. So now let's continue on down, and I think we should get outside momentarily. Yeah, there's the outside, and there's a dude. Let's go kill him. There we go. Let's throw a rock at his face. There's another dude to the right. We don't really want him to join in on the fight. Spear users has always been a bane in my life when it comes to these kind of games. So the best way I found to take care of them is to allow them to attack you first and block their incoming attack, and then follow up with your own attacks after that. But of course, you may have a different playstyle that works better for you, so you play the whatever way you want. Controller bugged out there for a moment. So yeah. Also, do not be fooled by these enemies. These are nothing compared to what you'll be facing later in the game. Damn it. Okay. He's using a bow now. That's what I wanted. Like, these enemies here, they are about 1/7 in difficulty scaling of what you're gonna experience as soon as you land in Japan. So yeah, this is just to warm you up get the feel of the game, learn the movement system, the combat, not part of the combat system. Because this doesn't represent anything what's to come. There you go. Now I'm not gonna bother with those two, because there is another entrance to that tower, or the drum. I think it's called a drum. Those towers. There you go. Quickly kill this dude. And before we can go that way, we will. But before we do that, we'll go in here and activate this shrine right here. So that in case I should die, which might happen, I won't have to run all the way from the previous shrine. There we go.
Looks like I might be able to escape from the top of that tower. How can I get out there?
Okay, so he tells us that we need to get to the top of the tower, basically. Okay, so these axe-wielding bosses, let them attack first. I think I'm gonna continue using the axe. Okay, that was close. My turn. I kept blocking. And he just regenerated his stamina. Seriously? There we go. Just deal some damage. Ah, no, someone noticed us. Jesus! Finally! That took a long time to kill that dude. Also, keep in mind, the heavier armor you get, the lower your agility will be. If you look at the down left corner, you have gold and agility. The A represents how mobile you are. A means you dash quicker and you run faster. B means, well, you have a limited movement speed. C, I think it goes down to D, and not certain. I haven't gone below C before. That's when I noticed it, and I went directly back up to A. Up in there we have 2 chests. We're gonna go get them. It's gonna be fun fighting these 2 dudes. Okay. Close one. Oh my god, my health. My health is almost gone. He hit me somehow. That's not good. I almost died. I don't really want to die here. Not this early on in the game. And there we go, all dead. Some more battle axes and bastard swords. So let's go in here and open the 2 big chests. There we go, great helm and a gauntlet. And in here probably is something else armor related. Greave and coices. Coices, I think that's how it's pronounced, coices. So now we have the whole armor set for the big dudes as well. Oh fuck, I forgot about him. And he's dead. We'll pick that up. Another stone. For some reason he had a stone on him. I think I picked everything up that's down there. Nothing in that room as far as I know. Let's go down here and we'll listen to some dialogues.
Using monsters like that to fight wars. Guess they got no more use for us. His body just split in 2. Oh god! He wanted to kill me from the start. striking when the opponent is down and helpless. That's what they're trying to do to all of us who fought for Queen and country.
Now, I'm not certain, but I believe the bodies down here were pirates. They're removing whatever they don't need anymore. And pirates, well, they are something they can afford getting rid of. They're the scapegoat. Okay, just gonna ignore those. That dude. There's another dude out there on the left side. We will kill him momentarily. First of all, let's go up here. We'll loot this chest. Almost forgot about this, actually. Ah, we got the hat. Nice. Do we have a better weapon now? 119. 122. Nice. Well, let's get that. Tower hat. Yeah, well, let's go with that one. It's epic. It's an epic looking hat.
Damn! I made it all this way for nothing? Oh, I gotta do something. If I jump,
and there you go, 1300 damage to his face. We're almost done with this area. And now, we're gonna go up here and fight the very first boss of the game. But do not be fooled. This boss, he's like every single enemy coming up in the game. He is really easy, but I might die. Uh-oh, that was bad. Derek! The Executioner! So it's pretty easy, as you can see. He just swings his axe, really slow moving. I think it's a charge attack as well. You want to charge me, dude? You want to charge me? He doesn't want to charge me this time. There it is. And I believe that's all his attacks. No! I did die. He didn't use all his attacks. Just give me a moment. Let's retry this. That was a little bit embarrassing, I will admit. Because that's the first time I died to him. Shit. Can I heal? There we go. Yeah, that's a really deadly one. If he catches you with that, you're practically dead. Now he's being a bit more aggressive. I like it. Get one more hit. There you go. That's the end of the first boss.
It's you. The man with the guardian spirit.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones can do. Behold. It's time for your execution.
It looks like we're not done just yet. Derek, the Executioner, round 2. So now we finally have a proper fight. I say a proper fight. He's still dangerous. Okay, I did not mean to go for a third attack. Okay, he changed that up nicely. There you go. And hold circle and R2. And we're done.
Well done. Quite a feat.
That's what he wanted all along.
So, this spirit shall guide me to the kingdom of gold.
Why are you hesitating? That bothers me a great deal. Why was he hesitating? People shooting him. It was his only way down, or out of there. He should just have jumped. I think he died there, but something gave him life. That's what I get from that scene. The shot and fall, or yeah, when he landed in the water, that killed him. But something revived him.
The journey was not an enjoyable one. During 2 years' voyage, the Helloff was lost. The trow sank, while the hope vanished without a trace. The good news of the Blythe Boatshap was nothing but lies. Only Leifta remained. An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.
Okay, so you can read all the text if you want to, but I'm gonna explain it quickly. William found a note on the ship that was left there by a samurai, and as he reads through it, he learns from this person's experience through the notes. That is what's happening. So now we can choose our first weapon that we will start with in the game. I'm gonna choose the axe, and as you choose the different weapons, you get an attribute bonus. So I'm gonna go with the axe. And now we'll choose the second weapon, which for me will be the spear. And now we will choose our guardian spirit. We have a wolf, Kado, guardian spirit of the fire elemental. Strengthens the attacking power of those in its protection. We have Isunadi, I believe that's how it's pronounced. A shark and guardian spirit of the water elemental. Amplifies the ability of those in its protection to sense enemies. And last we have Baiba Vashi, a hawk and guardian spirit of the wind elemental. Increases the evasive abilities of those in its protection. I'm going with Kado because of the strength attribute bonus. So there we have it. Axe, spear and Kado. That means attribute bonus, stamina, body and strength. Stamina does not give you more stamina if you're thinking Dark Souls or Bloodborne. It increases your armor, how much armor you can bear, the weight of the armor. If you want to go for stamina, or ki, which is called, you need to go for heart attribute. Kuroshima is a tiny island off the coast of Usuki in Kyushu's Bungo province. There is little in the way of usable land, with coastline rapidly giving way to cliffs and mountains. Clinging to its edge is the smallest of fishing villages, its residents eking out subsistence farming on plots carved out from the hills. Subsistence, not subsistence. Their frugal lives stand in stark contrast to the village elder, whose opulent mansion perches atop the island's tallest peak, strangely oversized for the small island which it overlooks. It doesn't look like everything's okay here. Something's amiss. So let's loot this dude. So here's our first weapon. So if you look at the down right corner, you see a wheel with different stances. If I hold down L1, you can change stance. We have a, let's see, we have a high stance, we have a medium stance, and we have a low stance, and sieve weapon. Low stance, well, those are quick attacks, but the range is limited. Medium stance, you have a little bit more range. You do swing the axe slower, but you deal more damage. And you have the high stance, which is the slowest of them all, but you can cover more range. And of course deal more damage. If you pay attention to my stamina bar, you see it depletes, and there's a white line that goes up over the red. If you press L1, once that's full, once all the red is gone, you regenerate your stamina. If you do not press L1, you lose it. That is something to keep in mind. So, but that's where I'm gonna end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.